What's good, Homer Squad? It's your boy Homer Ziggy. We back here with another death battle. Sorry, but we here with another death battle, like I said, and we got Omni-Man versus Homelander, Invincible versus the boys. Now, here's the reason why I chose to want to react to this. Is it a year old? Yes. Do I care that if it's a year old? No, I do not care. Reason being is because one, with Omni-Man and Homelander both as DLCs in Mortal Kombat, and the fact that there's a season 2. Sorry, something in my throat. Pause. And the fact that there's a season 2 with Invincible. Sorry. And also that they have information on the boys too and such, that there's new episodes coming up. I figured, why not react to it, right? Because look, at the end of the day, these two are known for like the savagery and such. Omni-Man with always trying to rule the earth, and Homelander saying he's better than anybody. Well, and they proclaim that they're superheroes when really y'all niggas are the villains as hell. But either way, we about to see who's really better. Shout out to DPS, Daddy Fat Snaps, and the fact that Daddy Fat Snaps is returning to Omni-Man again, but on a drill beat. Trust me. Sorry, I can't wait. But either way, enough talking and such. We about to check into this. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on all my socials up there. And without further ado, let's get in the video.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by BetterHelp and Mint Mobile. Omni-Man, the Invincible champion from planet Viltrum.
Homelander, the world's greatest superhero, brought to you by Vought International.
Few heroes have stood the test of time with more aplomb than the very first.
This analyst examines both the comics, Invincible, and the boys, but with specific detail regarding spoilers as the show's
Superman. But what if
even if there is spoilers, we've all
in fact
doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
Answer: we're all screwed. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a
death battle.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Omni-Man. Had you going there for a second, huh?
Not really. His name is in the title of the video.
Well, you might be forgiven for mistaking Nolan Grayson for his classic comic inspiration. He's even got that sexy mustache that he's not afraid to hide with terrible CGI. Born on the planet Viltrum, Nolan was sent to Earth to act as its
real name. Nolan Grayson, age over 1,000 years old. I'm done. Wait, 250? Nah. With the way how this nigga is super strong and such, 250? 250? He's more than 250. Really wants his son to think! Think, Mark, think! I guarantee you, throughout the first season of Invincible, you had a lot of people quoting that infamous "Think, Mark, think!" Especially with the new DLC with it and such, where they have one of his fatalities really being the one where he's doing the "Think, Mark, think." Crazy.
superpowered alien defender and spread the enlightenment of his utopian homeworld.
And as his superhero alter ego Omni-Man, there was no one better suited to the task. He saved the world countless times, worked alongside the Guardians of the Globe, and even married and had a son, Mark.
Life couldn't be better until Mark inherited his dad's Viltrumite powers. That's when Mark found out that his dad was a stinking rat bastard liar.
Yep.
Turns out, Viltrum wasn't exactly the peaceful utopia Nolan promised.
Yeah.
Peaceful in the sense that they culled half their population, murdering billions with their bare hands until only the strongest were left, united by a common purpose.
This Viltrumite Empire then went on to conquer planet after planet in their home galaxy, murdering any who dared oppose them. So just scratch that whole peaceful part.
Yeah, peaceful.
And turns
I
out
don't know.
Omni-Man was here to do that same thing to Earth. Sorry, Mark. Your dad's a dick.
Even worse, he's easily the most powerful being on the entire planet.
And that's what.
Imagine combining the raw power of a Kryptonian and the bloodlust of a Saiyan. And what you get is basically
Omni-Man.
Viltrumite.
Due to their unique...
Imagine that you got the rage and powerful of the bloodlust, like he just said, of a Super Saiyan, and then the power, the crazy power and whatever of a Superman. You get this nigga. And trust me, shout out to CJ the Champ, because remember when he put out his Black Air Force Energy and such, the series, Omni-Man was definitely there. Because imagine this. This nigga went to another planet, not just Earth, but to another planet and tell that planet saying, Earth is not yours to conquer, it's mine. And you like, wait a minute. Normally superheroes protect Earth and such, or other galaxies. Why a superhero says it's mine to conquer? That's when you should have known. Hold up, wait a minute. This nigga ain't really a superhero. Cause ain't no way a superhero says that.
What you get is basically a Viltrumite.
Due to their unique DNA, Viltrumites are composed of smart atoms that they can manipulate to achieve superhuman feats, like holding their breath for weeks on end by drawing more energy from the oxygen inside them.
Kinda reminds me of that whole bioelectric aura thing Superman has. That's basically how comic writers bullshit a science-y explanation for his powers.
Except smart atoms make even less sense. How can atomic structure be designated by your DNA? DNA is made of atoms. It's completely nonsensical biological hogwash that I cannot stand.
Uh-oh, comics fans. I'm calling this debunked. Viltrumites can fly, withstand near absolute zero temperatures, and
So his powers are accelerated healing, flight, inhuman longevity, night, involuntary night, I don't know what the heck that is, resistance to star level heat and absolute zero, superhuman physiology, a bitchin' mustache, what the hell? Look here, not all, I mean, hey, if you can rock the mustache, it's basically like this. If I'm a person who can literally kill an entire planet, I'm a superhuman, not even from Earth. I'm from a different galaxy. And I can kill planets, right? Or conquer them. Just like that. You think hell yeah, I'm gonna grow a mustache and look. You better not give a damn about what my mustache is, cause nigga, I might ruin your damn city. You worrying about my mustache too much.
healing factors. You know, stuff like getting punched through the stomach, having your guts ripped out, or having your face smashed up into tomatoes.
Think, Mark,
I don't mean to exaggerate, but Viltrumites in this series get fucked up and somehow survive.
However, too much trauma to the brain or heart can overtax their healing factors, and intense heat can be especially damaging.
Even the most powerful Viltrumites can be killed by extended baths in the spicy hot plasma of a star.
And because of their abilities, their inner ear vestibular system is far more sensitive than a regular human's. Intense sonic pressure will disrupt their fragile equilibrium and even prevent them from flying.
Though, pushing themselves to their physical limits only ends up making them way stronger. And considering Nolan has been alive and planet conquering for thousands of years, he is easily one of the toughest Viltrumites around. Like, other aliens attacking him will literally splatter their bodies against him. But Mark didn't inherit everything from his dad. Despite his alien genes, Mark was raised as a human with our weak, pathetic human values like love and compassion and not brutally murdering the shit out of everyone you see like a maniac. Really made it difficult for Nolan to relate to his kid.
Such as when these aliens invaded Earth. Mark tried his best to minimize casualties and outsmart his numerically superior foes.
Nolan, meanwhile, tackled their leader through the portal.
Yeah, this was what we're talking about.
Spent some time systematically annihilating their planet for even daring to take Earth from him.
That's what I'm saying.
Generational divide.
Annihilate is underselling it.
Mm-mm.
Nolan flew so fast that his body lit their planet's atmosphere on fire, creating massive country-sized explosions, with his own body as the projectile.
Omni-Man has flown across galaxies in only a week, survived punching
Hold
a
on.
hole through a
Sorry. So literally, this man literally single-handedly destroyed another planet just by flying so fast. Nigga, you heard what he said. He was flying so fast that he caused freaking fire and destroying all their buildings. Nigga, what? And he's supposed to be a superhero? Bitch, will.
planet, and even deflected a meteor the size of Texas.
Assuming that means the diameter of the meteor is equivalent to the distance from the top of the Panhandle to the Gulf of Mexico, that would make it 1,300 kilometers wide.
And weigh over 4.6 quintillion tons. Moving at re-entry speeds of over 11,000 meters per second, it had hit with enough energy to destroy the moon twice over.
So Omni-Man is strong enough to slaughter those who considered him an ally.
So his features are effortlessly threw a baseball around the Earth, redirected an asteroid the size of Texas, participate in destroying a planet. Okay. Flew from Earth to Thraxa in under a week. Survived the mean supreme. Okay. Single-handedly ended Flexen's civilization. I'm guessing that was the one we just saw. Defeated Invincible, which is his son, remind you. Alan, the alien, Space Ranger, Guardians of the Globe. Yeah, basically, look, I know this is probably gonna not get monetized. Maybe it will, maybe it no. I don't know. But one thing's for damn sure. Even though it's basically like this, with season 2 that's out right now, probably at the time of this, I'll probably watch season 1 because technically I haven't watched all of Invincible. Well, with the way how with Omni-Man is in Mortal Kombat, might have to start watching it. Just saying.
The Guardians of the Globe, all to ensure as seamless a transition to the coming Viltrumite rule as possible.
Too bad for Nolan, it wouldn't be that easy because he'd have to go through his son first.
Mark was horrified by his father's treachery, spurred on by the reveal that Nolan only viewed his mother as
a pet,
a disposable broodmare. Invincible fought Omni-Man to save the planet.
And that's when Mark's
Imagine
real
that.
Viltrumite training began.
This scene, the
Training? Like
the train.
Yes, we get it. It was a good pun. Jesus.
But if anything, it was Omni-Man that learned a lesson about humanity that day.
He may have tried to turn Mark into a Viltrumite, but in reality, as Nolan fled Earth with tears in his eyes, Mark made his father human.
Crazy. Now to
This episode
Omni-Man.
is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Life can be overwhelming, and many people are burned out without even knowing
Expect
it.
to the ad, but we don't care. Expect to the ad.
HELP.com/deathbattle.
Now to Homelander.
Welcome to Vought International, a multi-billion-dollar American conglomerate whose #1 products are the greatest superheroes on the face of the earth.
That's right, superheroes are real and they're big business.
Imagine a company that possesses a monopoly on popular culture, pumping out movies, TV shows, action figures, and video games constantly, drowning the masses in a slurry of focus-tested nostalgia opium with no end in sight.
Yeah, imagine.
Within Vought's pantheon of gods among men is their premier super team, the Seven, and its leader,
Homelander.
He's got the looks, the charm, the Jesus, and most importantly, he's got the power to slaughter all of America's enemies at home and abroad. This guy probably eats freedom and shits eagles.
But Homelander's squeaky clean corporate sheen is only skin deep. Far from the big blue Boy
Real
Scout
name
he's
John.
referred as, Homelander
Real name John, age 41. Wait, it's 100. That, but hold up. Species, super able human, leader of the civil, enjoys attention, fame, milk. Yeah, basically his Why you think Daddy Fat Snap's song is literally called "I'm Better"? Cause he literally thinks he's better than every other superhero there, better than any member of his 7. So yeah, that I'm better, better and better. Tell me another one. Hey, all I can say is with DPS, that is such a. All I'm gonna say is this: if you ever feel like you're better than somebody, just hit on Daddy Fat Snaps "I'm Better," and trust me, that's gonna give you that energy. Ain't gonna lie, but yeah, that was literally him.
Homelander is probably the closest thing to Lucifer on Earth.
Remember Bad Future Biff from Back to the Future? Now give him superpowers and media training.
Vought's official story is that Homelander was an alien who landed here as a baby, a tale we're all familiar with.
And one that's
Superman.
total bullshit. Homie was made in a lab with Vought's proprietary super soldier serum, Compound V.
And he was a complete success.
Too much of a success. He was murdering rooms of terrified scientists before his umbilical cord was even cut. In the comics, Vought had to keep a remote-controlled hydrogen bomb strapped to him at all times because they had no idea what else could possibly kill him.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate.
So they literally brainwashed this nigga into believing the American stuff and such. Cause look, if you got a person who, well, a superhuman that could be able to he literally, in that comment that I just saw, he literally burned some of them people's face as a baby before the damn ability cord was cut. So I wouldn't blame the scientists for trying Americanize this man, Americanize the kid. So say what you want.
As he grew up, he was subjected to psychological conditioning to make him the greatest and most profitable hero of all time.
It wasn't long before he debuted as Homelander, the ultimate defender of the American dream.
Homelander possesses massively superhuman strength, speed, and durability. He can fly at hypersonic speeds, see through walls with X-ray vision, and detect a person's emotional state from just the sound of their heartbeat.
But you know you're done for when he breaks out his heat vision, which is strong enough to slice through crowds of people or split airplanes in half.
All I can say is DPS went into craziness with his high beam and such, bars and such. Look, all I'm gonna say is I'm quoting almost every single thing from Daddy Fat Snap's "I'm Better" song to now. So if you don't like me saying it, suck it. It's my channel.
Or screams so loud that it shatters the eardrums of anyone around him.
Those are innocent bystanders whose ears are exploding, by the way. Oh yeah, he totally botched this mission to stop a plane hijacking, so he forced each and everyone on board to die in the resulting crash so they wouldn't reveal his incompetence.
Well, Homelander's powers may be real, but his heroism is a charade. Though he plays his part well, he cares nothing for the peons he's forced to protect.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't create a healthy person. But don't worry, he eventually...
What do you think? Think about it. If you have these powers, right? You have powers that are unimaginable, right? And then there are this corporation or whatever, right, is literally not even treating you like a human being supposed to be treated or so. Just because you have powers. They literally you can say he treated them like a damn lab experiment. Which they did. Sorry. Literally treated him like a lab experiment. And even though he may look like he's the well-known superhero that everybody loves and trusts, nah, nigga. He's straight up. All of that is just a facade to just start murking y'all out.
The only thing he treasures is, ironically, his public image. Turns out being raised as a lab experiment doesn't...
That's what we're just saying.
But don't
it really doesn't.
He eventually cleaned up his act and started a totally 100% healthy sexual relationship with a fellow superhero who just happened to be an actual Nazi. Speaking of sex, Wiz, you know how I'm always saying
Oh no, now he's real. Now nobody really going. What the hell? Maybe I should have watched the entire thing. But look, what in the heck? I don't know.
We should figure out how Superman and Lois get busy.
Hey.
Forget that, because Homelander proved that they can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Woo!
Okay, I'm done. Let me talk. I got the mic in my hand. Ain't no goddamn way this nigga. Let me just say explosion for right now. This nigga exploded so hard that it literally killed her. I'm done. This nigga. Talk about explosion. I'm done. Like, what the hell? Why in the explosion? Nah. Look, ain't no way I'm gonna wanna be better. Like, I can't even talk. Man, ejaculated so crazy. Pause on everything I'm about to say right now. But this man, oh, so loud that it well, she is a Nazi, so in a way, thank you. But goddamn, I don't know.
They can't when his ejaculation blew his partner to smithereens. Who drew that?
Look, there's no way to sugarcoat this. Considering a human's load has much less mass than a shotgun pellet, it would have to be moving significantly faster to achieve the same kinetic energy, over 1,500 meters per second, or 4.5 times faster than sound.
That's right. Homelander can bust a nut faster than the speed of sound. Well, good night, everybody. Ooh, kinda sucks for humanity that they made this dude the most powerful being on the planet and a psycho murderer.
That's no exaggeration. Stillwell even commented.
That is such a weird. Why would you give a plot armor to a villain or superhero wannabe? Why the hell would you do that? Anyway, let's see his features. Effortlessly threw a baseball into orbit. Same thing as Omni-Man. Hurled a fighter jet with one hand. Escaped a C4 explosion mid-detonation. Can survive any known man-made weapons. Rupture the ears of all passengers on an airline. Crazy. Stronger than Queen Maeve. Okay. Killed Professor Bonsai, Mr. Marathon, and the President. I'm done. Now look, I haven't watched The Boys, but all I can say is from the Homelander raps that I've seen, and mostly from DPS. Look, like I said, I'm quoting DPS every single time. I don't care what you say. I got the premises of how it is, but all in all, this nigga is a savage. Just simple as that.
That Homelander
straight up savagery.
Every weapon known to mankind, no matter how powerful. Humanity literally lacks the ability to kill him.
That'd include nuclear weapons as powerful as the Tsar bomb, which exploded with the energy of 50 megatons of TNT.
Actually, it could have exploded with twice that. But the Soviets who created it were afraid it would irreversibly alter Earth's biosphere and end the world. That's right, we all almost died.
And that's the kind of shit Homelander can shrug off no problem. He's
just
strong
like
enough
with
to throw
these.
a jet with one hand and fast enough to outspeed a C4 explosion.
Despite being an emotionally stunted man-child, Homelander is still surprisingly cunning and able to manipulate those around him.
Though it probably wasn't too smart to piss off the world's angriest limey, Billy Butcher. Yeah, turns out forcibly fathering a bastard son with someone else's wife is not a good idea.
Of note, as unjustifiable as it is, to Homelander, this gave him something he never had before. some small measure of control over his own life.
Being born Vought's star pupil meant he was under their thumb from the day he was born. His superpowered son was the first thing that was truly his and might be his best option for a new beginning. Or not.
That was a dick move.
This episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile.
Respects.
Contracts and getting ripped off by those big wires. $15 a month at mintmobile.com/deathbattle.
Alright, so...
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run this.
Alright, so... I forgot to put... So, let's see, who we going? I had to guess... Well... I know most would say Omni... No, actually... Look. And my streak on the line for these death battles. Even though this is a year old, I don't care. I'm still counting it. Because of recent activity that's happening with these two characters. But if I had to go with who I'm choosing, I'm gonna have to go with Omni-Man. I'm going with Omni-Man.
The data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get it.
Howdy, neighbor. Coco? It's warm. You know, Nolan, Homelander is more than just a superhero. It might be cynical to say this, but he's a brand. And it's very important to me that that brand means something. And if I'm playing second fiddle to some goddamn alien, what's really the point, right? What do you think, Debbie? Aw, she's shy. So, do we have an understanding? Get the fuck out of my country.
I'm going to feed you your own heart.
Damn. Just straight up like that. That's the thing with Omni-Man. He's just straight up to the point. I mean, hell, if you think I'm wrong, I've seen like clips on how his intros are. Because, you know, in the Mortal Kombat, where they go into the screen and such, they have them do dialogue. Look at some of those intros. Them shits are freaking savage as hell. And that right there, straight to the point.
Shit. That was a great line.
It's not a great line. He means it. Damn. Grab him.
Country? Seriously? I'm not here for your country.
Damn. Motherfuckers move. Wow. These are the two people who says, you know, in Attack on Titans where they're saying fuck these kids, fuck them kids and such, that thing where I think it was Aaron who said it, whatever. These two niggas are the party. These two niggas are saying not only just F them kids, F the man, F the woman, F anybody. They only care about their goddamn self. That's crazy.
Never been hit by someone your own size before? You have to turn with the punch to reduce.
Damn.
Better.
Ow. They wasn't lying when they said that he can literally scream your ears out. Just that stop. Ow. That even hurted me. Damn. Ow.
there. Are you going to cry?
After I'm done with you, I'm gonna flashpoint that little shit son of yours! This worthless neighborhood! And every goddamn person you know!
Remember what I promised you.
He did.
Now swallow. Merry Christmas.
Well,
Whiz, if there's a god, it sure
I guarantee. Well, at least I kept my streak going. I was right, but damn. That's all I can say. It's just damn. Explanation. I already know what they're gonna
seems
say.
like he was working out some aggression there.
Despite Homelander's dominance within the world of the boys, he's a
Yeah.
big fish in a small pond, relatively speaking.
Literally.
Homelander can move faster than sound, while Omni-Man can move faster than light. Homelander can survive a nuke, while Omni-Man can shatter the moon twice over.
To be fair, Homelander did have a couple of abilities Omni-Man didn't, like his heat vision.
And while Viltrumite healing factors have failed against continuous exposure to the heat of stars, that still took quite a bit of time, and there's no reason to think Homelander's heat vision was anywhere near that hot.
Hell, Nolan's tanked heat vision from the superhero Mean Supreme before, who can vaporize people in an instant.
Even if it was hot enough, Omni-Man's superior speed would cut him off before he could do any lasting damage. Similarly, despite being able to disrupt his equilibrium with his supersonic screaming, Homelander wasn't strong enough to capitalize on it in any meaningful way.
Plus, while Homelander is pretty devious when the situation calls for it, Omni-Man has been fighting and conquering worlds for thousands of years.
Yeah,
He comes
so
from a warrior culture based
literally
on
comes-
fighting. Homelander, on the other hand,
He's
comes from a
humble.
test tube and never had to push himself as a fighter because he was
Yeah, like literally, he was literally a lab experiment. So he wasn't really fighting from the beginning. Where Omni-Man, like they just said, he comes from a planet that's based on just fighting their entire lives. You've heard this saying all my life. I think it was Nipsey Hussle who said a certain line about how all my life I've been fighting and such, or grinding or something like that. Point is, Homelander wasn't much of didn't grow up fighting, you can say. So, yeah.
always so much stronger than everyone else.
And that's the key difference between them. One is a warrior, and the other is a bully. Homelander was never going to give up easy, but Omni-Man's skill, power, and Viltrumite heritage earned him the win.
When it comes to Superman knockoffs, Homelander had to eat his heart out.
For
The
real.
winner is Omni-Man.
Yeah, so I know it's probably gonna, they always do it and such, but like I said, this was a year old, but either way, god damn. Well, I guess you can say let me see, I was right on the Frieza one, I was right on the Scooby-Doo one. I think I'm at 3-0 or 4-0. I think so. It's either 3-0 or 4-0. But either way, my undefeated streak is still there, but damn. Hopefully this gets monetized. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, but let's see what happens. But either way, hopefully y'all enjoy this reaction, man. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments below. And let me know who, even though this is just a death battle, like, but in your opinions, y'all let me know who y'all think is actually better. Because I know Death Battle did it right there and such, but that's just animation wise and such. But if you were to stay realistically and such, who would actually win? Let me know. But shit, this, in a way, this definitely submissive. But either way, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments below. And if you made it to the end, put damn just put damn, and I'll give you a little heart. But either way, it's been your boy Humble Ziggy signing out. Stay positive, keep the vibes up, and hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 2K. There you go.